Hey guys, welcome back to Sona Awareness, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in, guys. I know it's been a while, but I have been working and my new job has me in a weird schedule, and I think I pretty much got it to a place now where I'm comfortable with it. So that's where I've been at, but everything should be fine now and I'll be able to upload more regularly. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that's new here to this channel, that's joined, and I hope that these videos are, helping you guys and helping you in your healing process, guys. So I want to move on into today's video. Today's topic is going to be about no contact. But actually, I know some of you all are new to this no contact, and I feel like it can be really tricky if you're new to it because you're thinking that in a simple terms that I'm just going to, stay over here and the narcissist is going to stay over there and we just stay away from each other. But it can become a lot more complicated, when you all are, especially if you have a kid in common or, so I'm going to talk about everything about no contact and how to really make it work and how what I say going 99.9% no contact on a narcissist. So first of all, let's talk about the places that, common ground places. These are the places where a narcissist knows that you're going to be at. They know because they stalk you. They know your habits, they know your patterns, and that's why we don't need to have any patterns. We have to, we shouldn't have any patterns when it comes to narcissists, because this is where they're going to abuse you at these common ground places. So one of the places is probably going to be a church. If you go to church every Sunday at 8:00 or 9:00, they may show up. If you all were married or, even if you weren't married, just a pattern of something that you have like that. This can be really tricky, guys, because it doesn't have to be a church. It can be your kid's school, some type of a meeting at your kid's school. I do the meetings over the phone for my kid, personally, because I know the narcissist may or may not show up. And if he does show up, he's looking for some narcissistic supply from me. So I don't want to argue. I don't want to be followed outside to my car. I don't want to be stalked on the school grounds, because a lot of them don't even have great cameras at the schools on the outside. Some of these schools don't. And you just have to really pay attention to that, where the cameras are placed at in your kid's school, and just really pay attention to where you're going and your location, because the narcissists are stalkers. They are really good stalkers. And don't forget that they are your enemies. They are not your friends. Narcissists are your enemies. They are trying to destroy you. So they're going to go to these places that, you're going to be at, so they can get that narcissistic supply, emotional response from you, or, they're going to want to emotionally abuse you in the public places. It doesn't matter to them. I know that they are narcissists. They do like to get away with the things that they do. So they really plan out in their minds. They're playing like chess inside of their heads on what they can do, what they can say, what they can get away with, or where they can get away with something. If you go to your kid's football game and you go to the bathroom, the narcissist is more likely going to follow you to the bathroom and may abuse you at the bathroom, may start something with you and say that you, actually were the ones that abused them. Projection. So all of the patterns, you have to be careful. If you're going to go to a football game for your kid, or your basketball game, or, a track meet, or anything, or dance recital for your kids, you're going to want to take somebody with you, guys, because you just want to have somebody there. The narcissist kind of likes you isolated, likes you to be alone so they can do the attacks, vicious attacks on you. You want to have somebody with you, and you just want to record too, just to have backup. You want to kind of think differently when you are dealing with narcissists, because they are your enemies. They want to destroy you. Once again, you have to understand they're your enemies. They are out to try to ruin your life. They're trying to get you thrown in jail, make you look like the crazy one in front of everybody. If you're screaming and you're running out from the bathroom saying that they assaulted them, people are going to say, I didn't see this happen. I just saw her screaming and running out. And maybe they didn't see it. I don't know. So these places, you have to start thinking about how to change your patterns, because you don't need a predictable lifestyle. if you want to be safe and if you want to be, be more healthier and happy. You don't want to go to the Walmart every Saturday morning at 8 o'clock to go shopping on Main Street. You want to go to the Walmart maybe on the other Walmart on the other side of town. You don't want to be predictable, because you might see them at Walmart, the narcissist at Walmart, and you just probably be stunned. If you see them, you'll probably just shut down and have a panic attack. And that's happened because, a lot of you have been abused. You've been through so much, been traumatized. So you don't really know what to do. You don't know if you continue shopping or whatever. But no, if you see a narcissist at Walmart, something, they're stalking you. They're hoovering you or stalking you. Either one. And you want to get out of there as quickly as possible. You want to keep your nerves calm, start recording, and get out of there, because you don't know what they may try to do to you. Or they may try to do something to your vehicle outside. They may try to scratch your car up with the key, or slash your tires if they're, really stalking you like that. So you want to keep up with no contact by switching your patterns up. That's the my main point of this, guys. Even if you go to Starbucks, even if you guys go to a bar, you have a favorite bar or a favorite club that you like, if you go jogging every morning, anything that you're doing, you may want to just switch up the places that you're at. I'm not saying you got to give up everything, but for me, I don't want to be anywhere where the narcissist is at. I don't want to be in any environment. So if I have to change my gym or whatever, if the narcissist is a member there, I will gladly do it. I don't want to be a part of anything, because they're going to be talking to people there at the gym, telling them stories about you, and people are going to think you're crazy, and then they might find their flying monkeys there and start watching you too. So you just want to, you're going to have to change the way you live, the way your life is. It's not fair, it's not fun, but at least you can have your privacy and your safety and security. You don't want to be falsely accused and have a criminal case against you. So it's your best bet to go ahead and change the way you do things. Understand that the narcissist does have the right to go into a common ground place. That's what I call them. A gym or a Starbucks or a club or bar. You can't stop them from going there. But what you can do is change what you're doing, your pattern as far as going there. Like the point I'm at now, it took me a long time to get here, but I don't have any type of location that the narcissist and I both go together, except for the kid's school. And he's really lucky, because I stay a couple of cities away, and I know he tries to see when I'm going to be there. One incident happened last year. I told a teacher, but this teacher was already feeding it to the narcissist lies. So I told her I was coming there to meet with her about something. It was nothing like that the narcissist needed to know about. I just needed to talk to her about something real quick. But he didn't have to be involved or anything. I think I had to give her a piece of paper or something, and she told him I was coming, to the school to do that. It wasn't like a meeting that, like I said, when you're co-parenting, or what they call co-parenting, you're supposed to let the narcissist know about everything. It was nothing like that. I just had to drop her off with something, and so I can drop off something to her. I think I was trying to do something for the kids at school in the classroom. So that was it. So she told him that I was coming to the school. So I'm sitting in the office and waiting, for her to come and, get me or whatever. And who comes into the office a few minutes later? The narcissist. And this is at the kids' school. He comes with a bag of goodies for the kids, like chips and stuff like that. And I was just disgusted. Like, I was just disgusted. I was just disgusted. I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, so he knew I was going to be here. So there he goes, stalking me. So I just left. I just left the school grounds because I didn't want him, I just left. At that school, I only think they have about maybe 1 or 2 cameras that I've seen outside. And I was just like, I don't want my car getting scratched up or anything. You never know what they'll do. So I just hurried up and left, and I just came back at another time. But it's just things like that. So you have to go, in order to go 99.9% no contact, you're doing this because you don't want to be physically abused or emotionally abused in front of people. They can make you look crazy by doing something or saying something to you. They may even bring their new supply around you and just get you upset and do something with the kid, try to show that they're a good parent to the kid, or if it's, or if that's the place that they're at. They might show up to the football games with their new supply and may give your kid a kiss on the lips or something, anything to get an emotional response from you. So you have to really be careful, have somebody to go with you, because they are bullies, and they are your enemies. They are your enemies now. So in order to go 99.9% no contact, you need to switch your patterns up. Any type of pattern that you have, make a list. I'm going to give you all a little homework. Make a list. Go down a pattern that you have in your life right now. Whether it's going to work every day at 8 o'clock and getting off at 5 o'clock. That's a pattern. Write your pattern down, where you're at, and think about it. Think about wherever you work at. Think about parking closer to your, to your building. Don't park far away. Just think about all of these things, because you have to protect yourself and look out for yourself, because the courts are not going to do it. They really don't care, but they look at you to have the proof and the evidence that you need. So once again, when it comes to court, I've been to court, in and out of court a long time. You guys should know my story by now. But yeah, it's been about, this year will be about 12 years I've been in the court against a narcissist for child custody, domestic violence, and child support for 12 years this year, guys. So, when you've been to court as much as I have, you think about a lot of things. You guys have access to a lot of things that I didn't have at the time when my case started. I wasn't thinking about cameras or anything like that. So now it's easy to get a camera on Amazon. It's just like some of those cameras are $40 or $50. Some of these narcissists are just playing with your heads. They might mess up your car or do anything. It could be anything. So you want to have a dash cam on your car. I think that's a good idea, because they do like messing with vehicles. If they can't touch you like they want to, they just like to make you angry and feel vulnerable and weak, and just make you really angry. They'll mess with your car. They'll put something on your car or do anything to your vehicle, slash your tires, anything. Put sugar in your tank. This is really, they are your enemies. So your enemies are going to do things like that to you. So you have to start thinking ahead if you want to protect yourself. And no patterns whatsoever. Wherever you're at in your life, and if you're sure that you're dealing with a narcissist, no patterns. If you have to switch your church, so what? I know it feels like you're losing and you don't want to do that, but if you have to switch your church, that may be a good thing for you. I'm pretty sure it will be a good thing for you, because at least you won't have to deal with that narcissist that you're dealing with. At least you won't have to deal with them trying to emotionally abuse you in front of the congregation and things of that nature. So guys, I also wanted to mention something real quick. I know that Tina Swindon from One Mom's Battle, I followed her story throughout the years, and she just got sole custody of her daughters, and I'm so happy for her, guys. I'm pretty sure you guys do know about her, but if you don't, Tina Swindon from One Mom's Battle, she went through a divorce with a narcissist, and a very high conflict divorce, and he was unstable, like all narcissists are. We all know they're all horrible parents, but he got his child support, his back pay as far as child support, his arrears went up to $100, and I think it's over $100 or something $1,000 as far as child support. So he just signed over the rights. So it'll give you something to think about when you think about things like that. You got to understand a narcissist's weakness. They don't like paying child support. They are bad with money. So for those of you that are dealing with the co-parenting process, I still will make more videos about that. Just think about the child support process. Is it really worth it? Just think about stories like that. Look more into her story, research that story, because I feel like it might help some of you guys. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say, guys. Just understanding no contact, and understanding, it's if you're just divorced a narcissist or left on narcissist, it may be a good option for you to move a few cities away. I know moving is not an easy thing to do, guys. Financial reasons, and other reasons come into play, schools and different family members. But if I just know that me staying in the same city with that narcissist was very toxic. He was talking to old classmates, old co-workers, smear campaigning my name. You have to deal with all of those people looking at you, watching you. Anything that you do anything, any way you live your life, you're going to be watched, especially when you're living in the same city. So guys, just be careful, and just just be careful about all of this. Just think about all this. I hope this resonates with you guys and helps you guys. So that's about all I have to say, guys. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.